So what I want to do today was give you 5 proven strategies or tactics on how to stop dealing with time wasters. You can invest a shitload of time dealing with the wrong people, like people who are never going to buy it, people who may be price checking you. They're not aware of, like, they've got an incomplete scope, they're not really sure on their budget, and their scope of works and their budget is never ever going to marry up. And that's a nightmare and a complete and utter waste of time. And you've got better things to do than to be pricing jobs for free or wasting time. So the first strategy to stop dealing with time wasters is define your ideal client. So you can rank your clients into A, B, C, and D. So D, don't waste time with, disregard, dump, and get rid of. So the first thing is, what is your ideal sweet spot? So is your ideal client do renovations, 500k plus, are in Ponsonby or maybe a 10-mile radius, 10-kilometer radius of where you live? Do they have consent already, and do they have plans already? An easy way to figure out your ideal client is to look back through your past 2 to 3 years worth of jobs and have a look at what clients do you make the most profit on, enjoy working with the most, and also what are your team ideally great at doing. So if you are doing renovations like Russ, for example, and that's your sweet spot doing renovations, higher labor content, higher gross margin, but you need a more skilled team than maybe doing new builds, then great, define that. And then you know in your application process, do these people fit that criteria? So number 1, define your ideal client so you're not dealing with time wasters. And then you just pass those other leads off. Like you might give them a 1% referral scheme, 1% referral fee to other builders, or you can go, hey, look, John, not the kind of work we do, I can refer you to someone else. Or if it's below your average dollar sale criteria, like let's say it's a deck or a fence, or you don't do sub 100k jobs, you go, hey, look, that's smaller than the kind of work we can do. I can put you in touch with another builder who might be able to help you out. Number 2, have a marketing machine in place. So if you've got plenty of leads coming in, you've got 5 to 10 leads each month or each week, depending on your goals and the size of your business as direct response, and you have a funnel that you're keeping full with lead gen magnets that attract people and educate and nurture them, then you don't have to compete on price, and you don't have to sharpen your price and worry about taking a job at a low margin or at a price just to keep you guys busy. So if you're booked out 6 to 12 months in advance, then we can ratchet up that gross margin as you've got more people coming in the funnel regularly, and you're not worried about having to take a job just to keep the guys busy and keep the wolf from the door. So that's a big one. Regular deal flow that with well-positioned, well-educated, well-nurtured leads solves a lot of key challenges, because you never think, well, shit, what are we going to do next week to pay our bills, pay the merchant, or pay the guys? So number 2, have a direct response marketing machine. So not brand advertising, but type of marketing that elicits a response, gets people to apply, and educates and nurtures them on why they should choose you over any other building company. Number 3, so that you're not dealing with time wasters or tire kickers, position yourself as the expert. So in marketing, you've got 3 key issues: marketing triangle. You've got message, which is your offer. You've got medium, and you've got market. And we want to position yourself at the top of the triangle. So in that, if you think so, this applies to medical profession, applies to salespeople, applies to everyone. At the bottom of the triangle, people who are paid the least, you've got generalists. And so if you go to a GP, a doctor, and he treats everything, then he's going to make the least amount of money. Same with if you go to a sales rep and he does sells all kind of housing, versus someone who only sells at the top end of the market, or only sells penthouses, or only sells apartments. They're going to be a specialist. So specialists obviously can charge more because they're experts in that particular niche. As we move up from generalist to specialist, so generalist, if you're at the bottom and you do everything, so you do commercial, renos, new builds, reclads, etc., you're going to make less than someone who specializes in just doing reclads. Now, the next thing from going from a specialist to an authority, good thing about being a specialist, you get really good at a lot of work, you guys get good at it, get good case studies, higher productivity, and you can really niche down into a specific type of market. People are going to see you as the expert. Now, where we go from specialist to one level up is authority. And how do you become an authority in the market? Well, the easiest way is by putting out content that positions yourself as the guru in that space. And all you have to be, it's not that hard to be a guru, you just have to take that positioning. You might put out top 9 things you need to consider when renovating your villa. Top 27 things that you need to do when planning your new build. Don't make these 7 mistakes. So we're going to position ourselves as the authority, which allows us to command a higher premium. And then at the top of the pyramid is celebrity. And there's no greater celebrity in the moment than the Trump train, from The Apprentice, right? So he's got a celebrity, so I think he got paid $45 million. He's able to command a premium price. So how do you become a celebrity? Well, it's just taking that positioning that you're doing to the mass media. So radio, PR is a good one. So if you've won any Master Builder Awards or any awards like that, get that out. That's going to help move you up from specialist to celebrity. And of course, everyone wants to see the celebrity surgeon, celebrity real estate agent, like $1 million listing. Generalist, paid the least. Specialist, specialize in niche, get paid more. Authority, putting out educational items, get paid a lot more. And then celebrity gets the most celebrity with mass media. We come to tactic number 3, so that you're not. So first one was define your ideal client. Second one, direct response marketing. So you booked out 6-12 months in advance. Don't have to compete on price. You can decide who you don't want to deal with. 3, position yourself as the expert. And 4 is the sales process. Do you have a sales process? So do you have a 7-step sales process? If you're not educating and nurturing people why they should deal with you, then guess what they will use as a criteria for who to select as a builder? Price. So in the absence of any other indicators, people will use price as a proxy to choose their builder. Typically, they'll go with the cheapest, which is ironic because this is the biggest investment of anyone's life. And so the more confidence we can give people and educate them about our process, what they need to consider in choosing a builder, is going to show them the systems and processes that we have to make sure that we can deliver their job on time, under budget, with great communication, great quality, and also great trustworthiness. So do you have a guarantee in your sales process that's going to help educate and nurture those people and reduce any risks or remove any risks? So do you have high-performing scripts? Do you have a questionnaire that you send out in advance before going to see anyone? Qualify out those tire kickers, and that way you can easily get clear, are they following your process? Do you send out an info pack in advance that helps to educate people and answer those 4 key questions? Who are you? Who's your company? Can I trust you? And how specifically can you help me? Do you have video testimonials that help to position you as the expert? Give people confidence that, hey, we're doing a villa renovation. These people have done a villa renovation, so if they've done it and it worked well, it'll work well for us, and I can trust this company. So that's number 4. Have a good sales process. Have it all mapped out. Number 5, tip number 5 to stop dealing with time wasters, tire kickers, is charge for your time. Charge for your quotes. Charge for the next step in the process. It's very easily going to help weed out who are those people who are purely price checking you or wasting time, or we're not going to proceed to the next step. So value your time. Charge for your professional services. Make sure that if you're doing a preliminary budget process like Russ does, you charge for that, you get paid your worth. And that way, if you do put 8 to 10 to 15 hours into going to see the person, doing a site visit, getting your team to and sub-trades to help quote, then you're going to get that money back. And most of our members are charging anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 for a preliminary budget service or a quote. You can always rebate that back against the job should they go ahead with it. So that's the 5 key tips to stop dealing with time wasters. Number 1, define your ideal client. Number 2, have a marketing machine in place so that you can book out 6-12 months in advance and not compete on price. Number 3, position yourself as the expert, the authority, so generalist, specialist, authority, celebrity. Number 4, have a good sales process, qualify out the chaff from the week, put in place a questionnaire, send an info pack. And number 5, charge for your time, get paid what you're worth. All right, that's it from me. go forth, implement those strategies, and kick some ass. See you guys.